Hello, everyone, and good day. Oh, we already have comments. You see, I'm missing so much already. Eric obviously is missing out. He wants to know what's up. He says, is he grinding the beans? Is he hulling the water from the well? Is he forging the cup? Is he knitting the underwear? I've just started. So the water is on, as you can perhaps see there. And I have these. They're my old wrestling gear, and I thought they were fun and musical-like. And really, I think they'll be able to double as swimming trunks as I age and perhaps go to Europe. And they say that man on the diving board there used to be a wrestler. Why isn't he diving? Oh, he's just lounging in the sun. Bill says morning. I say good morning to you. And of course, we're making coffee. This is generic. I'm not quite sure what it is. I have other coffee with me, but I'm not really crazy about it. I like the Bones people. They're good people, but I don't know. This is their flavored coffee. This is peanut butter and jelly flavored. This is cookies and cream flavored. I don't want that much flavor in my coffee. Vanilla, hazelnut, max, French vanilla, which I guess is vanilla just for asshole. But peanut butter and jelly, who wants a peanut butter and jelly hot and watery? Think about it. I don't want things to taste like other things. Oh, yes, this coffee was given to me by Nug, who is currently watching, and he was like, oh, and I was like, great, free coffee. And he was like, I don't like it very much. I was like, well, I like coffee, but this is so bad, I don't even know if I should use it. Let's look. Mets and NES fan says City. Yo, it's Mike the Cleaner. Oh, Mike the Cleaner. Hello. Well, I hope you're staying clean. He told me he would make it live. He's here live. And the world is a more sanitary place because of it. Chris says good morning. Eric says death coffee. Yeah, I like the designs, Graphically, I'm a fan. Kevin says Duncan Hill's coffee. And I'll take that under advisement, young man. But I really wish you could smell this. There's a reason that, this isn't a common thing. First of all, I guess the decline of the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches since the whole peanut allergy thing. What was that, like 20 years ago, all of a sudden? But this isn't even peanut butter. It's just straight jelly. And the other thing that I think is rude, with the peanut butter and jelly here, the ingredient they're missing is the white bread. You need the white bread to absorb. I like to dunk bread in Coke. I like to dunk my bagel in coffee. They're missing out on the bread. They think that whole sandwich is about the peanut butter and the jelly, and they are so fucking wrong. Chris says, PB&J coffee. Who the hell comes up with this stuff? Well, these fine people do here, but we will not be drinking that today. I won't succumb to that idiocy. Angel says, good morning, sweetheart. Thanks for being you. And sometimes I don't feel like myself, Sometimes I don't even want, I don't want to be myself. Nobody wants to be themselves. That's why we watch television. Nevertheless, let's get a scoop in. Aren't these nice? Aren't they very musical? Let me see around there. That's fun stuff. AJ says, Seoul. AJ somewhere in another country. I don't even know. Is that the country? In geography class, I got as far as coloring England. And then they said, okay, pencils down, let's stop. So I'm going to say Seoul. Jeff says, what about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with bacon and bananas on wheat? What about you're an idiot, Jeff? Nobody should put that much shit together. If the bacon is good, you should eat it by itself, maybe with eggs, maybe in a BLT. Maybe. There should be very few exceptions. And bananas. I got to be honest with you. If I never have another banana for the rest of my life, I don't think my life would change that much. My enjoyment level will still be the same if I never have a banana from now until the day I die. Eric said musical underwear from When I Toot. Adorable. Bill said Bill was away last week. He missed David Arquette. Did he miss anything special? Well, first of all, no, because it was David Arquette. Second of all, if you really want to catch up and take notes for the archives, you can watch it on the little YouTube bullshit. It's a video. All right, hold on. People are commenting, but I have, a little coffee to make here, people. Can't all be lounging around Seoul. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? Should we sprinkle a little peanut butter and jelly? Let's ruin our lives this morning. I can't even open. There's a sign. When you can't open the package, that should be enough to ruin the entire pot. Great. Okay. This is set. The water is on. We'll wait till it heats. Let's read. Sledgehammer says, "Hi, RJ. I hope you're doing well. My girlfriend is still on a high from meeting you a couple weeks ago. That's because I gave her a doobie." No. Somebody told me I said doobie last week and nobody says it anymore. And I say, bring the word back. She put your autograph on our fridge, so I feel like you're judging me every time I go in it. That's wrong, Sledgehammer. I'm judging you when you're not going in your fridge, too. Maybe that would be like a good diet tip. It would be like a Weight Watchers thing. You put my picture on the fridge and you say, this guy is not going to approve of the choices I make. Let me know. Are you losing any weight? Did you need to lose weight? I don't want to cause, too much weight loss if you weren't planning on losing weight. Angel says, bacon coffee? That would be so good. Or you can just have a cup of good coffee and some good bacon. The world is simpler than you're making it out to be. Grillmaster says, when will David Arquette be honoring his appearance for ESW? Well, I'm not his mother, so you're going to have to tweet him and ask him. We've tried. We'll get him back. Maybe he just does not like the North Tonawanda area. Jeff said, did I ever meet Harley Race in my travels? Maybe? No, I don't think so. If I did, it was really brief. And he was very gruff. And I realized he's a tough person. He's a respectable man. And I'm not adding anything to the environment by being there. Clarence said, hi, RJ. National Underwear Day is tomorrow. Better tell Pepper Parks and Tommy Dreamer to join in the fun with us. Yeah, Tommy and Pepper. Clarence and I are going to have a hoot and a nanny. So please join in. Why do we need National Underwear Day? Who is making the national days? Was there a meeting about all these national, it's National Pizza Day? What Illuminati shit was going on that they said we need to get people to buy more pizza? Chris said, so in Portland, we have the infamous donut joint, Voodoo Donut, and they have the bacon maple bar, and it's disgusting as hell. It's a gimmick, and you people are feeding into it. You're like, oh, this is a great idea. It's stupid, and we all need to stop. I'll tell you another problem I have. There's too many flavors of Oreos now. There's going to be a Reuben sandwich flavored Oreo. I don't need that. The only reason they're doing this, they can make so many flavors of Oreos that they come all the way around and make an Oreo flavored Oreo, and it sells even more than the original Oreo because it actually tastes like Oreos. It's like snack inception. Clarence said, National Underwear Day started in 2003 thanks to Fresh Pair. What is that? Is that a brand? Yeah, Eric brings up the good point. What am I supposed to not wear underwear for the other 364 days? This is the only day I can wear underwear? I'm doing it all the time. Michelle said, is this thing on? Hello, Michelle. Michelle was having difficulty commenting, and now she figured it out. Did I actually figure out how to join the chat on YouTube? Yes, you did. Congratulations, and I salute you. Angel said, carrot cake Oreo is so good. Have an Oreo, and then have some carrot cake. You don't know what these chemicals are. You don't know what's going on, how they made it taste like carrot cake. I got this card for my birthday from my uncle. He wants me to play it for everyone. So my birthday was a couple weeks ago, if you're all paying attention. It says, it's your birthday. This calls for an underpants dance. And then you open it up. I'm a crazy pair of tidy whities. I shake it to the left and I shimmy to the right. Hope you have a fun day. Hope you like the singing undead. Happy birthday. Woo, party! Obviously, that card was written and recorded by Adam Sandler. Clarence said, I'll be ready tomorrow, RJ. I'll show my fabulous pose with my favorite underwear. Well, they can't be as good as this musical number, this Billy Joelish piece of art here. I don't know what to do with the string. When you're wrestling, you tighten the string. now in casual wear make coffee. I don't think I need it this tight. You know? Whatever. If you're just joining us, I have some regular coffee, but then I made the mistake of putting some peanut butter and jelly flavor coffee in, and we're going to see if it ruins my day. Chris said, props to your uncle. Yeah, he's a fine man. Great job there. So if anyone has any questions about underwear or things flavored like other things, please let me know. I'd love to talk about it. Sip, 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 like chug, 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 but for coffee, not beer. Very creative, Eric. Clarence says, RJ, you're so number one and cute. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I say, I am so number one. I am the most number one. Jeff said, how did you celebrate Golden Girls Day on July 30th? This is the other thing. I don't need to be reminded. You know, it's kind of like insulting. That's like how a priest reads the Bible every day. He doesn't need to every Sunday to be told to read the Bible. He reads the Bible every day. So I'm all caught up. Maddie says, YouTube now? Yes, I'm on YouTube. So I'm trying to, brother, can you spare a dime? My YouTube channel trailer explains it quite eloquently. Michelle said, good morning, everyone. Looking forward to the road trip to see RJ Metropolis in Norwalk, Ohio at the end of the month. At the end of the month, I will be in Norwalk. Fabulous Norwalk. Is that where the virus is from? I don't know. But at a show called Old Wrestling. And it's in a hot barn. And, of course, I'm not on the show. My great ancestor, RJ Metropolis, the famed silent film star, is on the show. Oh, if you'll excuse me, the water is on. Give it a second here. Let's get our bearings. This is better. Here we go. That's nice. And let's listen to the music of coffee. You know, sometimes things make sounds. We don't have to always listen to songs like the Underwear Dance or Annie Lennox or what have you. That's a song right there. Do you know what I'm saying? Isn't that delightful? I know it is. There we go. There we go, and there we are. We're going to let it... Oh, hold on. I got to put the timer on. Everyone bear with me. 4 minutes on the clock. I sound like Kirk Fogg. Angel says, not wearing them as gear anymore? Take the tie part out. But then I feel like it'll be too loose. If I just pull this, yank this whole thing out here? No, I don't want to do that. It would compromise the integrity of the craftsmanship. I would like these things to stay as is. I don't think I'd really use them as underwear. I'd swim in them, though. If anyone has a pool and they want to see me wear these, let me know. Bill said, I mentioned Doobie. You'll have to get your magic mirror out and mention all of our names like Mrs. Fran from Romper Room. You know, Romper Room was syndicated where there was different local markets. So, like, you had a Mrs. Fran. You know, I had perhaps a Stephanie or a Mrs. Stephanie or something. Fascinating. But I see Chris, I see Clarence, I see Angel. Aaron says, looking forward to seeing you wrestle the Penis Man on Friday. This Friday, I'm wrestling Joey Ryan in Mississauga at Destiny Wrestling. And he's got a very strong member. I don't know how I feel. No, I do know how I feel about it. I'm okay. I'm not worried. I'm not going to fight a man's penis. We're above this. We're sophisticated. I'm going to talk to it. I'm going to, you know, converse with it. We'll be fine. Eric said, just think, 7,978 more cups of coffee and I'll make YouTube money. Yeah, I'm almost there. Thanks for the help. Maybe when I'm 75, I can make like $10. Michelle said, getting any closer to hanging with Ruth Buzzy? So I'll tell you something about Ruth. I'll give you the lowdown. For those of you who don't recall, David Arquette bought a cameo from Ruth Buzzy for me on my birthday. She did a tremendous job. She talked for 2 minutes straight. She's the sweetest woman in the world. And then her and her husband liked my Facebook page. And then like 2 days later, it was her birthday. So I sent her a message to say happy birthday. I sent her a happy birthday wish. And I haven't heard back. So unless I get booked in Texas soon. That may be the best hope. Just knock on her door and say, bring your purse. We're going. AJ said, how do I feel about feeling Joey Ryan's penis? Their penises, they all feel the same. They're very squishy. They're bizarre. Sometimes in the gym change room, you see a guy's penis, and nonchalantly, and you know how dog owners start to look like their dogs? Sometimes I see a guy's penis and I go, oh, you would have that penis. So if you're just joining us, I'm wearing these wonderful hip things here. I'm making this. We have 2 minutes left. It's settling, but it really is starting to smell a little bit like the jelly from the peanut butter and jelly, which I put in, which was quite frankly a mistake. So if anyone has any more questions about underwear or life, I'm happy to answer life questions, or love and hope. I can answer questions about hope. That's also very important. Michelle said, once you get your views up, would it then be considered BrewTube? Michelle, you're very clever with your puns and your phrasing. Aren't you glad I figured out how to comment and drop some awesome puns? Yes, I said it before even reading the next sentence. You're doing a great job. You should be very, very proud of yourself. So if you're just joining us, I'm answering questions about hope. If anyone is full of hope, or if anyone is hopeless, I can help guide you in the direction you want to go. Eric said, why haven't underwear companies started sponsoring you? Great question. One company did. They sent me like 2 pairs. I wore them, and then that's it. Oh, hold on. The timer, please. But I don't know the viability of the, I don't know what a good marketing move it would be for a gentleman like myself. Nug says, Bones also makes a terrible maple bacon coffee with a cool label. See, I'm here really for the labels. I like these. They're hip, they're minimalist, they're cool. Jeff said, if you were to debut a new wrestling move called the Estelle Getty, what kind of move would it be? I wouldn't, because that implies that my move, the Knee Arthur, is not good enough. It's more than adequate. I do have another submission move called the Bob Hope Special, which I'm sure you'll see at a later date. Russell Allen said, and I'm hopeful now that I found you on YouTube now. Happy to be back a viewer. Russell, God bless you. Welcome back. Thank you for your wonderful insight. Bill said, when are we going to get another guest appearance of Craig T. Nelson? Well, I have his autograph under my pillow. So maybe if I ever do a show from my bed at night, you'll see old Coach. Great in Poltergeist, too. Kangaroo Underwear, says Eric, needs a spokesmodel. So tweet them. What do you want me to do? You telling me? These people should hire you. Tell the people who are making the decisions. Dear Lord. Okay. Let's get a pouring and a pressing. Shall we? As you recall, I always do a back to front motion. Oh, a little is going to come out. That's okay. We can live like this. A little drip. It's not bad because you want a nice full pot. Here we are. Okay. And let's listen to the sounds of this. Talk about hope. I hear geese outside. They're calling. We're all in harmony, you know? Nature, man, machine. And there we are. Very good. Let's let it settle for 2 seconds, and then we'll get a pouring. Jeff said, did you ever find a B. Arthur Chia Pet? I tell you, there's some real scam going on. I don't know who Betty White's marketing manager is, but they seem to be the only ones in the stores. So either stores are being strong-armed into only buying those, or the B. Arthur ones are selling so hot that the Betty ones are the only ones that are left. Eric said, Craig T. Nelson, now we've come full circle to Cher in Silkwood. Weeks ago, we talked about that movie, and now we're mentioning Craig again, and it's 6 degrees of my own separation. Bill said, how many cups of coffee do you drink in a single day? Well, this is like 2-ish. And then it depends. Sometimes in the afternoon, I won't have one. Sometimes in the afternoon, post-noon, post-lunch, 2, 3, I will have one. It depends how I feel, but I usually start the morning with one. Good question, Bill. Michelle said, I have a feeling your coffee today is going to be as nasty as goober. I think she's talking about the wonderful goober pile. Do you have that gross striped premixed peanut butter and grape jelly in Canada? What? We have this. This is all we have. Angel said, do you have the B. Arthur action figure? I have the B. Arthur Funko Pop. I have a candle and a bunch of stickers and a bunch of art. So beyond that, no. It may be too much for me. Let's get a pouring, musically speaking. There we are. I really feel like I've ruined this because I can smell the jelly. And I only sprinkled a little. Oh, God, I may have tainted the whole pot. AJ said, I hope you check the mail soon. That sounds like a threat. Eric said there was some other relatively famous actress in that movie. Mary something. I can't remember her name. Someone help out Eric and figure out who is the Mary in Silk Stockings. Mary Steenburgen. I'm just throwing out Marys. Russell said, are you going to close out the summer with an iced coffee episode? It may be sweet of you, Russell. If you look back in the archives on the video on my YouTube channel, Bullshit Thing, I made a cold brew, which was very refreshing. I don't like iced coffee because I feel like the ice melts too quickly and really waters it down and compromises it. I also don't like the clinking in the glass. So a lot of, oh God, ha. This was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich made by the devil. Oh God, I feel like this is how lumberjacks drink their coffee to make themselves tougher. Dear Lord. Sorry, Russell, are you going to close out the summer? Oh, I was ranting about ice. Also, I don't like the cups that iced coffee served in. Those plastic cups, when you go to get them at a store or something. So I usually, if I'm going to get a cold brew, I get it with no ice and I get it in a paper cup. And it takes me about 5 minutes to explain it. And everyone thinks I'm an asshole because I am. Angel says, oh my, I saw the B. Arthur action figure yesterday and thought of you, meaning me right away. I'm so happy that my branding could just successfully latch onto someone else's branding. It means a lot to me. Let's let it simmer down. It's a little hot right now. Yeah, Eric, yes, I do keep drinking it because this is a show. This is a program. I'm doing it for you, for your insight and your education. I'm not doing this for myself. Please. If you're just joining us, I put some good coffee in with some bad sprinkled peanut butter and jelly shit, and I think it's ruining my day. You're so green. Anti-plastic cups and straws? Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Sam said, how are you? And I thank you for asking that, Sam, because people ask what I'm doing, but nobody asks how I am. My life is in shambles, but other than that, I'm good. Sam said, I did not know David Arquette made your coffee. AJ says, you should probably just bring your own cup. The staff and the planet will thank you. If I had my own paper cup, what if I bought those Starbucks paper cups in bulk? Because I like chewing on the lids. Would that be okay? Or do I have to get the harder ones? They're just so cumbersome. I can't chew on them. Oh, I think someone is referring to Eric, you're thinking about Meryl Streep is in Silkwood. And not Mary Steenburgen, not named Marys at all. Michelle said, I'm guessing that's a yes on the nastiness. Hope your day can recover from this travesty. Well, I'm at a low point anyway, so I'm just going to see it through. Aaron said, is it better or worse than the Keurig meatball coffee last week? It's way better. Thank you for reminding me. I was at a hotel and a casino in Minnesota with David Arquette last week. It's in the fucking video. And it was terrible. It was horrible. And this at least tastes robust. It tastes like there's something in this. That just tasted like hot brown meatball water, if you're familiar. What if I had my own planet? AJ says, no, it has to be single use. Somebody make a single, what? No single use. It can't be single use. I have to use it multiple times. Sometimes I get a refill. I don't know if that helps. I love the people who goes, well, they're making them anyway, so I might as well use them. Eric said, oh, Meryl in Silkwood plays the character Mary Louise. Just saying. This is the confusion, and I'm so glad these people, this little community we've set up here, is able to suss that kind of thing out. This is a real Algonquin roundtable of useless information. Okay, I'm going to try to sweeten this a little bit. I have a little, this is coconut. It's vanilla flavored. Sometimes I need a splash to save me. We'll see how it goes. Pray with me, or else I don't know what I'm going to do. I gotta go to the store or something. Bill said, just avoid the waffle and maple syrup coffee. Extremely bad. Maybe I should just avoid flavored coffee. I think that's the conclusion I'm coming to here. Jeff said, ever have Waffle House coffee? I don't think I have. The only time I've been to a Waffle House has been really, really late at night. So I was not in the mood for coffee, but I should try it. The decor tells me the coffee is bad. Michelle said, did you ever use those metal Yeti cups to take your coffee on the go? No, I don't like, if I'm here, if I'm making the coffee, I want to sit here and I want to enjoy my coffee. I don't want to take it on the run. You know, in that case, I might just take a caffeine pill or something. I can't enjoy it like that, driving around and shit, spills everywhere. Everyone's cup holders in their cars are all coffee stained. It's terrible. Chris said, my local supermarket has a chocolate raspberry coffee that's pretty solid. Well, this is not what I'm drinking today, my friend. Eric said, I wonder what Meryl Streep's underwear looks like. Now or then? I bet her coffee channel gets lots of hits. I'm sure it'll get nominated. Oh, this is much better. The sweetness of the vanilla has now brought out a better jelly flavor. I fixed it. I jigged it. I rejigged it. Sam said, what's the best cup of coffee that you've ever had? Oh my, that's a wonderful, wonderful question. I feel like, I can't remember where I was, maybe a market. Was it in Detroit? Was it Toronto? Could have also been New York, but they were doing the nitro cold brew, but from a real tap. And they gave it to me, and every time I sipped it, I kept going, which was pompous and wrong given the environment, but that's how good the coffee was. I will tell you what I did like. One time, David made me a red eye, which is an espresso in coffee. Only one time was it spectacular. The other times it's been very good. One time it was spectacular, and I kept making the same noise, which was odd in front of his children. Jeff said, any updates on the feud with Gregory Iron? I'm going back to Buffalo August 16th, 17th, 18th, something. ESW, look it up. I will be continuing to team with him. And I'll give you a little sidetrack. I think we're going to have a tag match against each other where we pick our own partners. It's going to get very serious. It's a very big and serious feud. Chris said, insert that caffeine episode from Saved by the Bell. That was her best acting, Elizabeth Berkley. You can keep your show, girls. I'm so excited. Michelle said, Waffle House coffee is always great. You know, when I go down to your area, I like the Cracker Barrel coffee. I like Cracker Barrel in general. If I have to pick between Cracker Barrel and Waffle House, I'm picking the barrel. That's just me. Cracker Barrel is like where Hooters waitresses go to die. AJ is recreating the Saved by the Bell episode, only I am Jesse Spanos. And instead of saying I'm so excited, I say I'm so divisive. Because I am very divisive. I take a hard stance. I'm a hard line kind of guy. Bill said, are you going to have any matches in Toronto during SummerSlam weekend? Well, thank you for not paying attention to any of my social media. This Thursday, I'm wrestling twice, minutes apart. At 8 o'clock is Greektown Wrestling in Greektown, and 9 o'clock is Union Wrestling at the Transac. So I'll first be wrestling Rhino in Greektown and then Space Monkey at Union. So this is really my own little safari. Friday, I will be wrestling at Battle Arts in Mississauga. I'll be wrestling Joey Ryan for Destiny Wrestling, as I eloquently mentioned before about the squishy penis. And then Saturday, maybe I'll do some comedy, walk around the house a little, do some vacuuming. Sunday, I'll just be asleep most of the day. Chris said, August 15th is the 24th anniversary of the most underrated movie of all time, Desperado. Talking about being divisive. Tom said, can we get a shout out to the episode of Saved by the Bell where Screech gets hit by lightning and can see the future? I'll fucking do you one better than that, Tom. Can we get a shout out to Screech's grandmother, played by Ruth Buzzy? Or was it his mother? I don't know. I love Ruth, but that show is terrible. Michelle said the barrel, meaning Cracker Barrel, it's pretty fantastic. Get the Uncle Herschel breakfast for like $8. You get a little bit of everything. And that's the beautiful thing about the barrel. Thanks for the plug, Michelle. All right, on the dial. Jeff said, will you ever wrestle in Florida? I have. Will you tweet promotions in Florida and ask them to book me? That's the question you should be asking yourself, Jeff. You can't tell me I should be popular and expect me to be popular. You have to tell other people. That's how popularity works. Anyway, we've had a good day. I want to say no thank you to these people. Thank you to these people for really saving my life. Bill said, just giving you a chance for some free promotion of your matches. I know. I use this forum for usually political discussion. We all need to be reminded, happy WrestleMania to you, Bill. And at first I hated this, and now I turned it around, and now I'm going to like it. So let's do one final spin and these little huckleberries. God bless you.